Hello all and welcome to my channel, where science, technology, engineering, and math are made easy. Today I'm going to be doing a C tutorial where I show you how to use pointers in C. Now before you watch this video, I recommend you watch my video about arrays. The link is in the description. This video will use arrays, but I'm not going to explain them too much. Without further ado, let us begin. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to bring in your include studio H and integer main. This is the basic building blocks of C. I got my programming languages mixed up for a second. So this is the basic building blocks of C. So I'm going to start off with a linear array, integer linear array. In my array, I'm going to have 476, 1204, and 1453. Now I'm going to bring my pointer in. Integer pointer equals linear array. Now what is a pointer? Well, a pointer is a variable in C that stores the memory address. So this pointer right here stores the memory address of the linear array. So this pointer stores this array. We're going to use it to print out the values. So now I'm going to use a for statement. For integer I equals 0, I is less than 3, I plus plus, print function, the linear array is percent %d stands for integer, so it ties back into our integer values, and slash n makes sure in the output the answer isn't all printed on one line. %d, and I'm going to have pointer plus I. So how does this code work? Well, this is a linear array, and we're going to store that array in the pointer. So down here in the print function, we have the pointer, which stores this. So so basically, we store this array in the pointer, and we print the pointer out, and since the pointer is printed out, the value here is printed out. Now I'm going to look at the for loop. So it starts with for integer I equals 0. Now I'm going to explain how indexes work. On every array, they have an index. So this 476, it starts out at the 0 position. The 1204 starts out at the 1 position, and the 1453 starts at the 2 position. If I had another number, let's make it 1066, that would be the 3rd position. So you start from 0, and you add up. So we start at 0, so we start here, and as long as it's less than 3. So the index values are 0, 1, 2. So as long as the index value is less than 3, you add 1. So it starts with 0, I equals 0, so we start here. We add 1, which goes here, and we add another 1 again, and we stop before it reaches 3. Now suppose we said I equals 1, then it would start at 1204 and end at 1453. So that's basically how the for loop works. Now we can also use pointers for multi-dimensional arrays. So I'm going to do that here. Integer multi-dimensional array 2, 4 equals, I'm going to pick a number, negative 1453, 1044, 55, 0, and then I'm going to have 4, 2026, 1992, and 8. So this is my multi-dimensional array. The 2 stands for rows, and the 4 stands for columns. So we have 2 rows. this curly bracket and that curly bracket. And in each row, we have 4 columns. So now we're going to introduce the pointer. Integer times pointer equals integer pointer multi-dimensional array. So this right here is stored a little differently than this. And beyond that, it's mostly the same. So now we're going to add the for loop. For integer j. I make it j, so I could use I. The code would still work if I used I. But if I use j, it's just easier for me and you to differentiate the code and see what's happening. So we're going to start it at index 0. And as long as j is less than 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As long as it's less than 8. So we start off with index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, index 5, index 6, index 7. So it's less than 8. And of course we add. This right down here has the same logic as this. I'm just not done with it yet. So we print function, the multidimensional array is %d for the integers, and we have the /n, so our answers aren't written on one line. Like, suppose I remove the /n here, then it would say the linear array is 476, and then immediately after it would say the linear array is 1204, and then immediately after that it would say the linear array is 1453. That would make it harder to read, so putting the /n makes it easier to read. And once again, it's the same thing down here. Percent pointer plus j, and it prints our values. And once again, if I change j to say 3, the code would start at 3. Since I changed my j value, it's giving me garbages. So it's the same concept with the linear array and the multidimensional array. Now, in my previous video, I talked about binary arrays, and it's basically a linear array, except the values are just 1 or 0. So to make this a binary array, I'll just make this 1, 1, and 0. So a binary array is just a linear array, but with ones and zeros. You know, like binary programming, which is what everything, including this, is based off of. It's just in ones and zeros. High electricity, low electricity, so on and so forth. So that's really all I have for you guys. Please be brutally honest and tell me how I can improve my channel, what I can do better. This is my new website. The link is in the description. I'm still working on it. I would also like feedback on this. Some of my old videos are here. And thank you for watching my video. That's all I have for you, and goodbye.